Even before the latest economic downturn, many families have been struggling with paying for the high cost of education for their children.
I started Study International because I saw the rising cost of education that was putting our young people at risk in not being able to afford a quality education.
Would you like your child to attend a world-class university but can't afford the astronomical tuition in the United States?
Young people and their families should not have to mortgage their future by trying to send their kids to school.
My daughter's a recent graduate of a liberal arts college in the Northeast. Over the 4 years that she was in college, I guess my wife and I spent about $200,000 on her education, room, board, tuition, books, travel, almost all of which was financed through savings, loans that I took out, and loans that my daughter took out.
I went to a private university here in the United States, and after 4 years of college, I ended up accruing a ton of debt between my family, student loans, books, the cost of living. I graduated, but now it's 8 years later and I'm still paying back. I'm still paying the college back. I'm still paying the loans back.
Study International is the solution. Study International provides an opportunity for your child to attend one of Asia's top universities at a fraction of the cost that a comparable school would cost in the U.S. The Study International program includes tuition for a world-class education, plus room, meals, airfare, and other support services, all for just $12,750 a year. Study International's first partner school in Asia is Nankai University, located just outside of Beijing. Nankai University is one of the top universities in China and the world, claiming 8th place in a 2006 ranking of all Chinese universities. In 2009, the academic ranking of world universities ranked Nankai in the top 7% of all the world's universities. The university has a total enrollment of approximately 22,000 students. Even though Nankai University is very highly rated academically, they also offer the following advantages: state-of-the-art sports facilities, many English-speaking professors and students, luxurious student living quarters and dining halls, plus internet access that allows the students to call home as often as they like.
I recently learned about Study International's program in Nankai University. Had it been in existence when my daughter was applying for college, I would have felt very comfortable sending her through their program to Nankai. I believe they have made appropriate arrangements, and I believe that the education she would receive there at a fraction of the cost in the U.S. would be of comparable quality.
I had to do all the paperwork and all the registration on my own, which proved to be a very hectic experience. Study International, however, would help the students to do all the registrations and visas, which is a very, very hectic process in China.
Even though I studied for a semester abroad while I was in college, a 4-year international study program would have been so much better.
Study International is a great opportunity for American students to study in China, to understand Chinese culture, custom, language, and other important aspects for a student to acquire during student time.
Experience one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Learn the language, be part of the culture, and gain an international perspective.
Hello, my name is Jay Morton Davis, and I'm an investment banker on Wall Street and a major venture capitalist. I've taken over 400 small companies public, for which I've raised over $3 billion. And now I'm finding that the greatest opportunities I'm seeing are out of China and the international trade between the United States and China.
If I had a chance to go to college in Asia, I definitely would have done it.
I was always interested in international travel, and one of the travels I took was to China. I completely fell in love with the country and decided to come back there for work or study one day. In 2008, I went to a university in China, and I was very pleasantly surprised. It was an amazing experience. Many of the classes were in English. Most of my professors spoke impeccable English. Textbooks were very well organized. There was a lot of extracurricular activities and help with the language.
20,000 American students are currently studying in China. Before going, they thought language was a big issue. It turns out they enjoy their study. Language is not as a big issue as many people think.
I benefited greatly from this experience. Learning Chinese was one of the greatest things that I've done for my career and for my personal life. So a lot of people that I meet now professionally are very, very impressed.
Don't just learn it, live it through Study International.
I really wish there was a program around like Study International when I was going to school, because I would have done it in a second, and the opportunities I would have been able to gain from it would be immeasurable.
Study International makes going to college in China simple.
If I had to do it all over again, I would definitely go through a program such as Study International that would make my experience in China more enriching and enjoyable.
Why should you earn a college degree from a university in China? Here are the 10 best reasons. You will spend far less money than you would for an equivalent U.S. college education. You will earn an accredited world-class university degree. You will graduate without being strapped with overwhelming student loans. You will learn Chinese, the language of the future, which will give you enormous job opportunities in international trade. You will become part of one of the most exciting and fastest-growing economies in the world. You will become more cosmopolitan and enjoy that kind of compelling experience. You will meet and interact with classmates who will likely become future international business and political leaders. You will experience a new, exotic, captivating, and truly inspirational culture. You will gain an eye-opening, invaluable worldly perspective, which will offer you a head start and competitive advantage in the job market. You will live among the world's largest and opportunity-affording population. To learn more, please call us toll-free at 800-806-1283 or visit us on the web at studyinternationalcorp.com. Study International, affordable education at the world's top universities.